What if I told you that right now, while you're watching this video, your body could be losing up to 3 to 5% of muscle mass every decade after 30? And after 60? That number doubles. Shocking, right? But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be your reality. Hey there, health warriors, I'm your name, and today I'm sharing something that literally changed my life. 3 years ago, I couldn't even lift my grandkids without wincing in pain. My doctor called it sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and told me it was just part of aging. But that answer wasn't good enough for me, and it shouldn't be good enough for you either. Because here's the truth no one's talking about. You have more control over your muscle health than 99% of people realize. And it starts with what's on your plate. Before I reveal these 7 muscle-saving superfoods that transform my life, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Why? Because in next week's video, I'll be sharing the 5-minute daily routine that works alongside these foods to triple their effectiveness. And that's something you definitely don't want to miss. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another diet video? Really? But stick with me, because at the 6-minute mark, I'll share the shocking truth about the popular health food that's actually accelerating muscle loss in millions of seniors. This information literally saved my mobility. Let's dive into the 7 foods that can help you say goodbye to muscle loss forever. And unlike those complicated nutrition plans, these are foods you can find at any grocery store, won't break the bank, and actually taste delicious. Number 7. Quinoa. The ancient muscle protector. Have you ever wondered why certain cultures seem to maintain their strength well into their 80s and 90s? One secret lies in humble foods like quinoa. This isn't just any grain. While it looks tiny and unassuming, quinoa is actually a nutritional giant that the ancient Incas called the mother of all grains. They believed it gave their warriors supernatural strength, and modern science is proving they weren't far off. Here's what makes quinoa special. It's one of the few plant foods on Earth containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs but can't produce on its own. Think of these amino acids as the building blocks your muscles are desperately crying out for. But the magic doesn't stop there. When researchers at the University of Texas studied quinoa against other grains, they found something remarkable. Unlike white rice or pasta that can trigger inflammation, quinoa actually reduced inflammatory markers by up to 35%, meaning your muscles recover faster and stay stronger. I personally add half cup of quinoa to my meals 3 times a week. My favorite way to prepare it? I'll share my 3-minute quinoa breakfast bowl recipe at the end of this video that tastes like dessert but feeds your muscles like medicine. Remember though, cooking quinoa the wrong way can actually block its protein absorption. Stay tuned for the proper preparation method that maximizes its muscle-building potential. Number 6. Greek yogurt, the protein powerhouse. Think all yogurts are created equal? Think again. That sweetened fruit on the bottom yogurt in your fridge right now might actually be working against your muscle health. Greek yogurt, however, is in a league of its own. Through a special straining process, Greek yogurt packs in twice the protein with half the sugar of regular yogurt. We're talking about 20 grams of high-quality protein per cup, the equivalent of 3 eggs. But here's the real game changer most people miss. Greek yogurt contains a special type of protein called casein that releases slowly into your bloodstream over several hours. This creates what scientists call the muscle-sparing effect. Your body stays in an anabolic, muscle-building state for longer. When my mother started eating Greek yogurt daily at 78, her doctors were stunned by her next DEXA scan. Her muscle mass had actually increased by 4%, something they told her was virtually impossible at her age. Here's a quick tip most people miss. Not all Greek yogurts deliver these benefits. At the 12-minute mark, I'll reveal the specific brands that contain the highest protein content and which popular ones are actually imposters. Comment below if you've ever tried Greek yogurt and whether you prefer it plain or with toppings. I'm always looking for new ways to enjoy this muscle-saving superfood. Number 5. Salmon, the inflammation fighter. Did you know that chronic inflammation is silently destroying your muscles right now? It's like having a slow-burning fire inside your body, breaking down the very fibers that keep you strong and mobile. Enter salmon, nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory food. This isn't just about protein, though salmon does provide 22 grams of complete protein per serving. The true miracle lies in salmon's omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These special fats don't just reduce inflammation, they literally communicate with your muscle cells, telling them to grow stronger instead of breaking down. In a landmark study from Washington University, participants who consumed fatty fish like salmon 3 times weekly experienced 33% less muscle loss over a 6-year period compared to non-fish eaters. But not all salmon is created equal. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon contains up to 3 times more of these muscle-protecting omega-3s than farm-raised varieties. The difference in your muscle health could be dramatic. I remember when I could barely lift my arms above my head to reach the top shelf. After adding salmon to my diet twice weekly for just 1 month, that simple movement became effortless again. Small change, life-changing results. Here's something most nutritionists won't tell you. How you cook your salmon makes all the difference. High-heat cooking methods can destroy up to 50% of those precious omega-3s. At the 15-minute mark, I'll show you my 10-minute preparation method that preserves every bit of salmon's muscle-protecting power. Number 4. Eggs, nature's perfect muscle fuel. Remember when eggs were demonized as cholesterol bombs? Those days are over, and science has given eggs a complete redemption story. Eggs might just be the most underrated muscle-saving food on the planet. They contain what scientists call the perfect protein, meaning they have the ideal balance of amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow. But the true magic of eggs isn't just in the whites, as many fitness gurus claim. The yolk contains phosphatidic acid and cholesterol, yes, the good kind, that your body uses to produce testosterone naturally, a critical hormone for muscle maintenance that declines as we age. When researchers at the University of Connecticut gave participants either 3 whole eggs or just egg whites daily, the whole egg group saw 40% greater muscle protein synthesis. That's your body building new muscle tissue, despite consuming the exact same amount of protein. The timing of when you eat eggs matters tremendously too. At the 18-minute mark, I'll reveal the specific time window when egg consumption has been shown to maximize muscle preservation. And it's probably not when you think. Hard-boiled, scrambled, or in an omelet, eggs work their muscle-saving magic any way you prepare them. I eat 2 eggs every single morning, and at 67, my grip strength is stronger than it was at 50. But stick around because the next food on our list might surprise you with how effectively it preserves muscle mass, especially for women over 65. Number 3. Spinach, the overlooked muscle defender. Popeye was onto something bigger than we realized. When researchers examined why certain Mediterranean villages had unusually high numbers of strong, active centenarians, they discovered something surprising. These communities consumed 4 to 5 times more leafy greens than the average American. Spinach stands tall among these greens as a muscle preservation powerhouse, but not for the reasons most people think. Yes, it contains iron and protein, but spinach's true muscle-saving magic comes from its nitrate content. These natural compounds increase something called microcirculation to your muscle tissues, essentially delivering more oxygen and nutrients to keep them nourished and strong. In a remarkable study from Edith Cowan University, older adults who consume just 1 cup of nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach daily experienced strength improvements equivalent to doing weight training 2 to 3 times per week, without lifting a single weight. But spinach offers another hidden benefit few people know about. It's one of the richest sources of glutamine, an amino acid that prevents its muscle breakdown during periods of stress or illness. This becomes increasingly important after age 50, when even a brief illness can trigger rapid muscle loss. I add spinach to everything: smoothies, omelets, soups, and salads. The key is consuming it regularly, as these benefits accumulate over time. Here's a pro tip most nutritionists miss. Lightly cooking spinach actually increases the bioavailability of its muscle-protecting nutrients by up to 75%. At the 23-minute mark, I'll show you my 60-second spinach preparation method that maximizes these benefits. Have you noticed a theme yet with these foods? They're all working through different pathways to protect your precious muscle tissue. But the next food takes muscle preservation to an entirely new level. Number 2. Almonds, the muscle recovery accelerator. Did you know that most seniors are deficient in the one mineral that's absolutely essential for muscle function? I'm talking about magnesium, and this deficiency could be sabotaging all your efforts to stay strong and active. Almonds are the richest food source of this critical mineral, with just a small handful providing 20% of your daily needs. But the benefits don't stop there. What makes almonds truly special is their unique combination of protein, healthy fats, and vitamin E, creating what researchers call the perfect storm for muscle recovery and preservation. The vitamin E in almonds acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting muscle cells from oxidative damage that accelerates after age 50. Meanwhile, the protein and monounsaturated fats work together to maintain muscle membrane integrity, essentially keeping your muscle cells young and responsive. In a fascinating 12-week study from Loma Linda University, participants who consumed a daily serving of almonds increased their muscle strength by 13% and reduced recovery time by nearly 20% compared to non-nut eaters. I keep a small container of almonds everywhere, in my car, purse, and nightstand. They're my go-to snack that satisfies hunger while feeding my muscles exactly what they need. But be careful. Eating almonds the wrong way can actually block their magnesium absorption. At the 27-minute mark, I'll reveal the simple preparation method that makes the muscle-building nutrients in almonds up to 65% more bioavailable. And now we've reached our #1 muscle-saving superfood, the one that transformed my own battle with sarcopenia and helped me regain strength I thought was lost forever. Number 1. Chicken breast, the ultimate muscle preserver. Sometimes the most powerful solutions aren't exotic superfoods, but rather the basics done right. Chicken breast stands as the undisputed champion of muscle-preserving foods, but not for the reasons most people think. Yes, chicken breast is packed with high-quality protein, about 31 grams per serving, but its true superpower lies in its unique amino acid profile, particularly its leucine content. Leucine is the only amino acid that can directly activate the mTOR pathway, essentially flipping the on switch for muscle building, even in aging bodies that have become resistant to growth signals. After age 60, we need significantly more leucine to stimulate muscle protein synthesis than we did in our younger years. Most foods fall short, but chicken breast provides the threshold amount needed to overcome this anabolic resistance. When researchers at McMaster University studied various protein sources, they discovered something remarkable. Participants who consumed chicken breast retained 40% more muscle mass during aging than those consuming the same amount of protein from plant sources. The timing of chicken consumption matters tremendously too. At the 32-minute mark, I'll share the specific time window when eating chicken has been shown to maximize its muscle-preserving benefits, and you'll be surprised how it contradicts common fitness advice. I incorporate chicken breast into my diet at least 4 times weekly. My simple herb-roasted chicken recipe takes just 7 minutes to prepare and provides the perfect amino acid profile to keep your muscles strong and resilient. The surprising truth about muscle loss. Now, here's something crucial most doctors won't tell you. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. What we've been told is normal aging is actually largely preventable with the right nutritional approach. Remember that health food I mentioned earlier that's actually accelerating muscle loss? It's fat-free dairy products. By removing the fat, manufacturers also remove the fat-soluble vitamins D and K2 that are essential for muscle protein synthesis and calcium utilization. Always choose full-fat dairy options for maximum muscle protection. The foods we've discussed today aren't just individual powerhouses, they create a synergistic effect when combined strategically. At the 38-minute mark, I'll share my weekly meal plan that incorporates all 7 foods in the perfect proportions for maximum muscle preservation. Your action plan starts today. Let me ask you something. What would you do if you could maintain your strength and mobility for 10, 15, or even 20 years longer than expected? What adventures would you embark on? What activities with your grandchildren would you never miss? This isn't just about avoiding weakness, it's about preserving your independence and zest for life. It's about saying yes to experiences instead of sitting on the sidelines. Start with just one of these foods today. Then add another tomorrow. Within just 30 days, you'll begin to notice differences, not just in how you look, but in how you feel and move. If this video has opened your eyes to what's possible for your muscle health, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps others discover this information too. And don't forget to subscribe for next week's video on the 5-minute daily routine that works alongside these foods. Remember, your best years aren't behind you, they're still ahead. And with strong, resilient muscles supporting you, you'll be ready to make the most of every single one of them. Drop a comment below sharing which of these muscle-saving foods you're going to add to your diet first. I personally respond to every comment, and I can't wait to be part of your journey to stronger, healthier muscles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.